destroy their angel. Casual 48 damage. All right. Oh man. Parts. Move their commander. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey there, Cons. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we're going to play Standard Brawl with Choko, Seeker of Paradise as our commander. Choko is a 3/5 bird. Whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may put one of them into your hand, so we get to select our best bird and put them into our hand. Then put any number of lands from among them onto the battlefield tapped and the rest into your graveyard. So we get to cheat out some lands to kind of ramp into some more powerful plays. And then last on the card, landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, Choko gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So we can get some powerful stat lines on this commander. If you're new to the channel, I like to play some Timmy tribal decks, and the format on Magic the Gathering Arena that's best suited for it is Standard Brawl. So we have some less powerful cards, but they're just fun to play, and I like to see the interactions play against unique and different decks out there. So a breakdown of the deck, I've got some piles sorted here. This first pile are birds, the second pile are non-birds, this third pile should be card draw, and then we have a little bit of ramp, a little bit of removal, and then some protection in the lands. So jumping in, looking at our birds, we've got City Pigeon. When it leaves, we create a food token, so a bit of sustain. Healer's Hawk, Lifelink, a bit of sustain. Miner's Guide Wing, it's flying with vigilance, and then when it dies, target creature you control explores. So we get to explore, which means we either get a land to hand or we get to grow something. Zaz's Chocobo is a landfall payoff. Ambrosia Whiteheart, so this creature has flash. When it enters, we may return another permanent we control to our hand, so we can kind of save one of our creatures, or we can do some cool effects where we, put on Bashing Light to exile our opponent's commander and then recur that effect. And then landfall, it also grows. Life Creed Duo, it's a bit of sustain as we're playing our many birds. Playing all these creatures, we're going to gain life as we go. Esau Greens, it's got flashbacks, so we get to recur this from our graveyard if we happen to flood out. Side quest, Raise a Chocobo, so we're going to be playing a lot of birds, and then we might transform this into the Black Chocobo, which has some payoffs for landfall. Jackdaw Savior, so when this or another creature we control die with flying dies, return another target creature with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. So we have lots of cheap birds that we don't mind trading off with their souped up power stat lines, and then we get to recur it because they're inexpensive, right? Lotus Guard Disciple, it's a 2/2. When it enters, target creature we control or vehicle gains lifelink and indestructible to end of turn. So that gives us a little bit of protection to attack in more favorably, just in case we can't. Strike Force, it's a 1/3 with flying, double strike vigilance. So all these keywords help give it a bit of evasion, and then when we soup it up, it's going to be even more powerful. Summon Choko, Mog, Stampede other creatures we control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So we're trying to go into the go wide strategy and get more favorable attacks with more power. Here an Eagle gives our flyers +1/+1, so an anthem effect. Kite card, Zephyr Awakener. This is a fun card. 3/4 flyer. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose one. We either exile another target creature we control, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So we get to get some recurring ETB effects, or we get to create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying, so we get to go wide. So it gives us a little bit of versatility there. Night Fisher is a 4/5. Whenever another non-token bird we control enters, create a 1/1 blue fish creature token, so going wide. Summon Fat Chocobo. What? It's a 2/2 green bird. Whenever, we know the bird. And then chapters 2 through 4 give our creatures trample until end of turn, so we get more evasion, get more favorable attacks in, and we have all these crazy power lines that we want to get in, and this is the best way to do it. Chocobo Racetrack, this is a win condition itself. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, create a 2/2 green bird creature token. We know the bird, so we're going to be playing lots of lands. We're going to put lots of birds out, and they're going to grow. Banner of Kinship, this is not a bird, but when it enters, we get a payoff for the larger flock of birds we have out there. So it's a powerful anthem effect. And then Mockingbird, so it's a 1/1 flyer, X in blue. You may have this creature enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. It's a bird in addition to its type, and it has flying. So we get to copy either the most powerful or most impactful creature on the board. Maintain that bird creature type. This next pile, we've got non-birds. So this is a Rabbit Warrior, Valley Quest Caller. It does have an anthem effect for rabbits, birds, mice, and bats. So all those creatures and critters. And then also when we play those types, we get to scry one, so a bit of card selection. Valley Flood Caller has flash, and we may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash. So we get a bit of versatility to cast non-creatures on our opponent's turn. Might surprise them. And then it also gives kind of a anthem effect for a turn, and then we get to untap those creatures. So it gives us blockers seemingly out of nowhere. Wingblade Disciple, 2/2. Whenever we cast our second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white bird creature token while flying. So we've got lots of cheap spells, so we can build up a wide army of birds. Adaptive Automaton, so technically it's not a bird, but when it enters, we get to select it to make it a bird. It's an anthem effect. Lifecraft Engine, same goes for this, but it is a vehicle crew for 3. Zaz Katzroy. When he enters, we may search our library for a bird or basic land cards, so we can get some cool stuff. And then when it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. So we get to grow something rather large, rather quick. And then Roaming Throne, this is a enter the battlefield payoff effect for all of our birds. In this pile, we've got card draw, so Harrier Strix. So when it enters, tap target permanent. So it gives us a little bit of interaction there. Deny some blockers, and then we get to pay 2 and a blue to draw a card, discard a card. Splash Portal, we get to exile something on our side, and then return to the battlefield in our control. So enter the battlefield payoff effect, and then if it's a bird, frog, otter, or rat, we draw a card. Strix Lookout, it's a flyer with vigilance, and then we can pay 1 and a blue, tap to draw a card, and then discard a card, so the vigilance is relevant there. And Castrol, the Wind Crested, so this has got some options here. Whenever one or more birds we control deal combat damage to a player, choose one. We may put a bird creature card from our hand or graveyard onto the battlefield with a finality counter, so we get to recurve some stuff or cheat some things into play. We get to put a 1/1 counter on each bird we control, so we get to pump up the whole team of birds, or we get to draw a card. This next pile, we've got Ramp, so Arcane Signet, just get to ramp 2. Patchwork Banner, it's also an anthem effect, so it's a good payoff for all of our birds. This is our removal pile, so Banishing Light, we get to typically target our opponent's commander, or we have Bart's and Boko, which is an affinity for birds, so we get to cheat out the number of birds we control, reduce that cost by 1, and then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. Other birds, so that can easily remove lots of creatures. And then lastly, we've got a bit of protection here. Flash Flyer, when it enters target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn, so we get to deny some interaction that our opponent is targeting some of our stuff. We do have some lands worth highlighting. Lupin Flower Village, we get a sack of land and look at the top 6 cards. We can reveal one of those critters and put them into our hand. In just case we don't hit any cool draws, we can do that. We can also surveil too, if we have those entering the battlefield under our control that turn, which is pretty likely to happen. Urban Retreat produces green, white, or blue. And then we can return tap creature we control to our hand. So this could, get some enter the battlefield effects. Cavern of Souls denies some counter spells for our birds. Secluded Courtyard, we can kind of filter on one of the 3 colors that we need to chosen type, which is going to be birds, so blue, green, or white to cast them. And then 3 Tree City, we get to ramp based on adding the amount of mana equal the number of birds we control. So we get to cast big spells out of nowhere. So that's the deck. So hopefully we do something cool. I don't think this is our keep here. We get a free mulligan. Yeah, this will be better. Still not great. You're gonna gain some life. They're gonna mill us. Go on a little side quest here. Get a 2/2 bird out. Do we copy their commander? Yeah, I don't think we do that. A little more Anthem going. Swing in. If they double block, we get some points of damage, but they do have lifelink on their commander, so might not have been the best attack, but that's the line of play we took. They are gaining life. Name of life. They're gonna mill us out. Alright. We do have some synergy with Graveyard Recursion. Some. Don't need a land here. Alright. Hanging back here. They have lots of gain life effects here. Solve all. Buster Sword. Yeah, we're on a clock. We're running out of cards. Put that into our hand. Some points of damage, but they are definitely on the sustain plan. Alright. Else. We have 36 cards remaining in our library. Commanders 5/4. Not swinging it, are they? Double block. Alright, that slows them down a little bit, but they do have a inexpensive commander. But that's shutting down their game plan for some time here. Hopefully. Yeah, they do have a flyer 4/4. Alright. Let's get Astral the Wind Crested out. I'll get Strix Lookout. Tapped. Alright. So we're doing our commander thing now. Best one here. Probably this one. Alright. Doing the thing. Another creature we can control flying dies. Okay, so they're gaining life. 1/1 counters on their angel. The real question is, are they swinging in for combat? They're gonna move the Buster Sword to their angel. Okay. So they're going wide. We probably want to go and get some chump blockers for that thing, huh? Icar out. This counts as an enchantment creature. That's alright. I don't think we do that here. I think we play defensive. Do we double block? Don't think we're gonna get the chance, huh? Do we triple block? Maybe. I think we do, huh? That seemed right though. Don't really have removal. 5, 9. Yeah, I think we do it. They don't offer it. Okay. Well. Good one. Copy their angel. Not as good as theirs, but yeah, we're having fun with it, right? Then we destroy their angel. Casual 48 damage. That's a good one. All right. Yeah, I mean, it was a good back and forth. I probably would have attacked more if I was the opponent. But we're both playing our game. It was a fair matchup. We just happened to, use Zaz's ability to search up a bird. Doing 48 damage to an angel is pretty good. Very strong commander. We've got removal for it. So I think we'll keep just based on that. Bird Scout with Flash. Bird. Do it on our opponent's turn. Establish a board state with a creature on it. To get the eagle out. Wing in. Yep, that's fair. Bendo on. We should probably remove that one up. So. Otherwise, here. Here's their commander. Let's see what we surveil here. That's a good one. Swing in. That in hand. And not gonna block, so station. Right. Are they on the Ultron game plan here? Oh, alright. Interesting. Creating some elves. Alright. We'll do that. Doesn't look great, but that's what we're doing. Guard. Have to produce mana. And it's enchantment that hangs around once it dies. That's with this elf gem. Alright, they're getting points of damage. Oh yes. Pay off for something dying. Alright. Oh. 1, 2. How we do it like this? Try this. Let's do this instead. Naming bird. Play land. Right. Pretty effective. They chump. That to hand. Graveyard, that's okay. Huh? Jump. Alright. Turn. So they need to do 17 points of damage. I think they could do it, right? This does 10. Oh, that's a great card. So that could close out the game for him next turn. Maybe we kill him first. I think so. We can go down 11 here. I'm okay with that. They choose not to attack, huh? Oh, there it is. Alright. I'm okay with it. This is a tap ability. They don't have that many elves. They will next turn though. So we gotta do something about it. Yeah, I see, I see. All right. flaming bird. What? Alright. Our opponent was close. Not sure why they conceded. Taking too long, but the power of Avendo Waking Haven was too much for our opponent. Join the content, please consider liking the channel or subscribing to the video. Thanks. We're missing green mana, but I think this is fine. Maybe I was wrong. We get some food. Nom nom nom. So do they. All right. Hit a Jackdaw Savior. Is this the green next turn? Do they come back wrong? This is an interesting mono black deck. I approve, opponent. Playing a lot of gold rarity cards, huh? Thanks. Alright. Oh no. Well, we get that effect. It's good. Green action going on. You dungus. Alright, some Banner of Kinship. Strong effect. 2 of the chosen type out. Flying's pretty good. Vigilance is pretty good. They're pretty efficient with their turns. Oops, order matters. Whoopsie. Alright, they're down to 11. Still missing one of our colors of mana. Is reasons. Okay, so they have to have something big and expensive and scary, right? Oh, they look at our stuff. What's that deck supposed to do? Okay. Use our stuff against us, huh? Oh. Fun. Oh man. Yeah, I won't say that game was optimal back and forth, but you know, flying's just a good stat line, so birds for the win. If you're new to the channel, I would really appreciate if you considered liking the video or subscribing to the channel. It would really help me out a lot. Thanks. I guess we'll keep. See if we get some early turn plays. I don't think we need the roaming throne. All right, we get the LA quest caller online. We get the trigger for that? I'm not sure. They have a removal, huh? Or they're reading it. Removing, reading, removing. All right, that's a good target. Name the old bird here. Next turn we get to deploy our commander. They on removal tribal. Seems that way. Oh, okay. Angel. Interesting. Get old Choko online. See if we get an untapped land. That would be pretty sweet. Okay. That's their second removal spell. Bird. Draw into an answer. Yeah, I mean, they keep killing our stuff. It'd be nice to bring them back. Might do that. Oh, that's sorcery. Whoops. Next turn. Down to 4 cards in hand. Access to 5 mana. Their commander costs 7. Flyers. Does this also get removed? I think it does. Wing in. They have something with flash. Oh, okay. My end step, they remove this? Nope, okay. Interesting. They remove it now. Sorcery speed. Exile, okay, yeah. Alright, well. Let's name some bird. Nine points, pretty good. Stuck on 5 mana here. They remove something. Interesting. Very selective, but it's got different modes, so flexible. All right, so another on a little bit of life gain. This work? Yeah, it does. All right, cool. The response, they do. All right. This is wild. All right, our opponent's down to 8. They have 6 mana, 7. So we exchange life totals here? Yeah, we do. We go to 10 blocks. That has lifelink. Okay. Oh. They chump here. Okay. We're down to 8. They have 1 card in hand. Is there removal? Oh, they get another attacker here. Interesting. I don't think they can afford to recast their command. We go down to 5. Commander back online, swing in, get some triggers from their effect. Good one. So good. They're at 24, down to 14. Okay. They have a board wipe here. Or do we exchange life totals again? Alright. That is a lot of destroy target creature with a power 4 or greater effects. Toughness. Okay. When? Bird. And recast our commander though. In section, put a land. Team. Don't need another land, or do we? Yeah, we can take it. Through there, remove. Exile target attacking. Wow. So they're down to 10. Draw a land here. Do we exchange life totals? Arts and Boko. Okay. Well, I think we get there. Are they swinging in? Oh. Right. Built some protection. Swing in. Here we go. Well. Miss lethal. I don't think we need to. Is there exchange life totals again? No. Gain life. Gain a little bit more life. I think it might be it though. Activate their land. Okay. Gain life. Draw a card. Flash this out. This effect. All right. So our opponent was doing pretty interesting things, lots of removal. They were trying to exchange life total. We just kept pounding. Having good creatures on our side of the battlefield, a good board state. Opponent goes first. We've got all of our colors. We've got some early turn plays. We got some ramp into some powerful effects that we keep. Need that one. Bird. Bird is the word. Whoa. Nice fairy magic. They're probably playing control style. Okay. A bird is a word. Oh. Double spell here. Bird. They are Valley Quest Caller. We could descry whenever these other critters enter the battlefield. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're double spelling. We play our commander. It is commander format. Not a bird. How about we try to get this online? Oh boy. Okay. That's good. And we'll get a couple birds out of it. Yeah, we'll keep. It doesn't matter because you're gonna. Oh, I could have. Yeah, that's all right. We're not getting the most value out of this, but we're doing something, right? That's fine. Okay, we've got some removal in store here. We're not going to attack. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is better than Command Tower. So, it worked out. Aliyah. Oh boy. Yeah, we gotta get rid of Aerith. Hopefully they tap out and they don't have any protection. Well, they do tap out. But I think they're gonna get a pretty big swing in here. Fortunately, we got Bartz and Boko on the draw here. Okay, so they get in 8 points of first strike lifelink damage and grow Aerith. And draw some cards and fizz. I don't even know what happened there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The commander out. Have some fun, right? Play some birds. Don't need a command tower. Somehow I got there again. Play Choko. Yeah, we'll keep that one. That's a powerful effect. And then we'll get Bartz. Move their commander. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Bartz and Boko and the rest of the bird team just bullied their Aerith Gainsborough, and our opponent just conceded. So yeah, I mean, getting each color of mana, having some early turn plays, having some ramp, developing our game plan of landfall, getting birds on the battlefield, and then having our powerful bird payoffs definitely made that matchup fun. So hopefully this deck is entertaining to you, or you learned something from this video, and until next time, take care. Hey there, cons. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you out there in the plane of Tarkir. Taco taco.